Are you looking for the best valued short-term rental eligible property in Nashville, Tennessee? We'll look no further than our newest listings out on Factory Street, right across from Trevecca University.
It's Pete and Dave with the Grow team here in Nashville, and we're about to jump into the numbers and analytics on this property. Now in this video, we're gonna go over some of the main reasons why this is the best value 3-bedroom short-term rental eligible property on the market. It's right across the street from Trevecca University, which has a plethora of students whose parents have now a great place to stay nearby where they can bring family pets, have fires outside and cook together, as well as it being within 2 miles from some of the major destinations like Bridgestone Arena, Acme Feed and Seed at the bottom of Broadway. We are also just down the street, probably 0.2 miles or less from the #1 rated party rental bus company in Nashville, Tennessee. So this location really brings all of those special things together at a valuable price, and we're located in an opportunity zone for the savvy investor who's ready for long-term growth. All right, guys, now we're gonna come into the backyard, which is one of the most valuable aspects of this property. For one, you have an excellent back patio where you could have a big green egg or a Blackstone, whatever, to make this space really unique for your guests and extremely rare compared to many places with an HOA or something that's inhibiting you from having an open fire or something like that. So in addition to that, this backyard, obviously, you could be pet friendly, you could have your own gazebo, fire pits, string lights, really as creative as your imagination can get. It allows you to capture that extra revenue and really create a space that's unique for your guests, that is separate from everywhere else, that's built to suite and just full of, the exact same unit. The HOA controls it. Here you really have the freedom to create your own experience. So with that being said, after you come out of the gate, you have 2 at least parking pads per unit, which is extremely rare. Most units only have 1, and some you actually have to pay a fee of up to 20 grand to have parking like this as close as we are to the downtown amenities we are. Each spot has its own 2, so there's a total of 8 parking places here between the 4 units. Incredibly rare, with an entire back lot for multiple cars if needed as well.
One of the things I love the most about this property is just like how much development we've got going on. We've got this gigantic 101 factory apartment complex that just went up literally and is up and running. We've got this alleyway that's been newly paved, and it's completely private to like these 4 properties. So It's very private, lots of parking, and it just is a good experience as a guest if you're looking for parking, because as you know, like when we look at some of these short-term rentals, like we're really worried about where a guest's gonna park,
right.
And that really is not an issue at these particular properties.
This has the most parking actually of any place that I've seen in recent memory.
This close to the city.
Yeah, being able to really park 3 cars if you wanted here without any worry of being towed away. You're not downtown parking on main residential roads. This is more of a private development with a private drive in an opportunity zone where you can own it for a long time.
Hey Pete, what's an opportunity zone?
An opportunity zone offers tax incentives for investors who fund projects in designated areas, aiming to boost local growth and create jobs.
This is literally the best value 3-bedroom detached property that you're gonna find anywhere in the city. Yes, it's up and coming, there's some grit, but to get this close to downtown, have a detached house that's short-term rental eligible, there's really nothing else on the market valued this way. How many of our buyers or clients wish they would have bought back in 2011 in East Nashville or Wedgwood, Houston?
Well, if you remember, David, I believe we sold smaller than this 3.3 near the zoo for $650 or something a few years ago. This brand new 2024 build, attached with a backyard. Yeah, you're right, that was an attached unit. So this has its own backyard, specialty zoning, specialty parking, near Nashville's best party bus. There's several other amenities that really draw the traffic here. But ultimately, I mean, that was priced at only 20 grand less than this.
And you're getting
so much 3 years ago.
With a back, right, exactly.
Yeah.
And what I was saying was, How many people wish they would have bought in East Nashville 10 years ago? How many people wish they would have bought in Wedgwood, Houston 5 years ago? This is the same exact situation for the savvy buyer who has some foresight on what's happening in this particular area and realizing there's only a couple houses that are still historical and maybe a little bit run down. The value of this street is gonna go up in the next 5 years, like exponentially. I mean, you're actually getting value, and if you have that foresight and want to take advantage, these are going to be perfect properties for you.
All right, guys, I'm here inside the property. We're going to dive into some of the analytics here on this one. So with the 79 and 83 A and B Factory Street, these are all, like we said, 3-bed, 2.5 bath. So zoning on this one is OR20. It's a commercial zoning that's eligible for non-owner occupied. Firstly, I underwrote what this PDF is that you can reach out to either David or myself for this for yourself so that you can see the numbers that I'm using and how I'm underwriting these. We're gonna dive into this one a little bit more. So at this purchase price at $670, I underwrote it assuming that there would be an all cash purchase. That's just for easy math. We can rerun the numbers for you based on whatever down payment you would like. But this is a 6.2 cap at this down payment. I'm assuming $30K in furniture. You could obviously spend more than that if you would like, but I find that around $10K per bedroom should get you in a competitive range. And like I said, you can spend 100 grand on this place if you'd like. It's just gonna depend on what the property needs and what your tastes are for the overall revenue to be achieved. With that being said though, I have this at 38K roughly in cash flow annually. This doesn't even come into play the opportunity zone that we're also in. We'll keep on rolling on here. I've underwritten this at 15% management, which we can often get with some of our best management partners. And I only assumed 4% appreciation. I think David, myself, and any other agent would tell you that this property is more than likely gonna appreciate at a higher clip than 4%, given that there's so much new development in the area and so many new properties with new values being placed nearby that are extremely high. So we're seeing a very strong trend in a positive direction for the appreciation of this area, and we really think that it's a strong buy. With that being said, again, I underwrote it at 4%, so you'll see with a lot of my underwriting that I'm conservative on the front end, and there's often a high end that you could easily achieve, but my role is really to make sure that we're being honest with you and that we're getting you the best return. With that being said, I mean, you're really coming up to like a 9.15% return on investment annually. Pretty phenomenal when you take into consideration the tax potential. Please reach out to us though for the numbers on this property. Let us know what we can do to help you and to make this dream of owning one of these in an especially special short-term rental, non-owner occupied opportunity zone a reality.
This is going to be a perfect blank canvas for your next short-term rental endeavor, but you're gonna wanna make sure you work with a team that can help you put all the pieces together, and that's kind of where we come in. If you're a buyer or a seller and you're working in the short-term rental space in Nashville, we would love to help. Our contact information is in the description below. Thank you again for watching, and we look forward to hearing from you.